welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Daisy Budgets, and in today's video we are going to be doing a budget with me. I get a lot of questions on how do you know how much to give each envelope, or what do I do when I get my paycheck at the end of the week. Well, this is pretty much what I do every single week. I don't film it every week, however, because just these videos in particular just don't perform very well on my channel. A lot of the people that watch me are very seasoned in the budgeting world, and so it tends to become very repetitive. But with that being said, I do tend to get a lot of new subscribers. I also want to make sure that I am educating and showing you guys how I do things. And then hopefully it can motivate you guys or inspire you guys, and you can take things and put it into your own budget. So as you can see, I already created my template. I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you can see a little better. Okay, so hopefully that's a little better for you guys. I do create my own template, and I did write down all of the categories that I'm going to be stuffing this week just to make this process a little bit easier. As you can see, I do have my categories broken down into sections. Variable expenses, these are the categories that go into my wallet, and these are the categories that help me through my week. So for personal spending, groceries, household, gas, takeout, and miscellaneous, that is all variable spending. My fixed expenses is next, and that includes rent, trash, T-Mobile, life insurance, car insurance, subscription, power, and Spectrum. Basically my bills, expenses that I have every single month. Next, for me, I have a business category because my husband and I do own our own tow trucking business. So this may not apply to everybody because not everybody owns their own business. Okay, next would usually be my sinking funds, but this week I'm actually going to be focusing a big chunk of my income into my savings challenges, aka savings. Okay, so I know this week we have made $1,600, and so I follow what is known as a zero-based budget, which means I give every single dollar a job to do. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. I do write on a slant, so I'm just gonna fold my notebook over and tilt it, trying to make sure that I'm still in frame, which I am. Okay, great. So starting off with my personal spending. For personal spending for me, I've settled on $30 a week. That seems to have been working for me. So we're going to put 30, and I'm going to do that in a 20 and in a 10. Next is groceries. That is getting $220. 220. I need to get a new chair. This thing is like squeaking like crazy, and I hear it in all of my videos. It drives me nuts. Okay, so 220. So I'm doing that in two $100 bills and a 20. Household is getting $25. So a 20 and a 5. And that is for things like detergent, toilet paper, basically non-food items. Gas is getting its usual $50. Takeout is also getting $50. And miscellaneous is getting $20. And we are going to do that in 120. So at this point, I'm going to add all of these up. So we have 30 plus 220 plus 25 plus 50 plus 50 and 20. That is $395. So 395. So like I said, we have $1,600 to work with this week. Take away the 395. We still have $1,205 remaining. So we are going to keep on going. But before I do, I just have a little system here that I do. So I'm going to grab my highlighter because there are certain things I like to jump out at me. So There we go. And then I'm just going to scribble this line in just to section it off. Okay, great. So moving on to rent. Rent is going to be getting $375 contributed to that category this week. And we're going to do that in 3 $100 bills, 50, 150, and 120. Let's see, that's 3, 50, 70, and a 5. Okay. Trash is going to be receiving $25. This actually went up. I just realized I was looking over my statements, and trash went up from like 80 something dollars to almost $100. Like I think it's like 99.06 or something. So that's getting a little bit more this week. So we're doing that in a 20 and in a 5. What else? T-Mobile is getting 55. So we're doing that in a 50 and a 5. Life insurance is getting $41. And we are doing that in 2 20s and a 1. Car insurance is getting 25. So a 20 and a 5. Subscriptions is getting $11. So a 10 and a 1. Power is getting $55. So a 50 and a 5. And lastly, Spectrum is getting $34. This is a category that's gone up a little bit as well. So we're doing that in a 20, a 10, and 4 ones. Okay, again, we're gonna add these categories up. So 375 plus 25 plus 55 plus 41, 25, 11, 55, 34. That equals $621. So right below it, I'm going to put 621. Okay. Going to highlight that because I want that to jump out at me, and section this off. Okay, so like I said, we are working with 1,600, take away 395 for the variable spending, and now take away 621 for fixed expenses. That leaves us with $584 to work with. So we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, so for my business binder, tow book is going to be receiving $30. And we're gonna do that in a 20 and a 10. Google Ads is going to be receiving $50. So we're gonna do that in a 50. And business credit card is going to be getting $50 as well. And we're gonna do that in a 50. And so I don't need the calculator for this. So we got 2 50s and a 30, that's $130. Again, I'm just going to highlight that for my own sake because I want that popping out at me, and sectioning that off. Just because it helps me visually, like at a glance. So, okay, so moving on to my savings challenges. My 100 envelope challenge is going to be receiving $200 this week. So 200. Okay, once I start getting close to using up my entire $1,600, let me show you what I do from here. Okay, so 1,600, right? Take away 395, take away 621, leaves me with the $584 left. So from here, I keep that $584 there. So out of that, we are using $200 to go into my 100 envelope. So take away 200. That leaves me with $384. Let's continue. Roll the dice is going to be receiving $24. 24. So a 20 and $4 bills. So we're taking away 24. That leaves us with $360. We're going to keep going. For the Love of Coffee Scratch and Save, that's going to be receiving $15. And I'm doing that in a 10 and a 5. So let's take away 15. That leaves us with $345. We're going to keep going. Okay, so Piece of Cake is going to be receiving $25. So we're going to do that in a 10, 2 5s, and 5 1s. Okay, because we never know what we're going to scratch off, so I want a little bit more denominations to work with there. My Pizza Scratch and Save is going to be getting $30, and I'm going to do that in a 20 and a 10. And my Watermelon Scratch and Save is going to be getting $45. Oops, I haven't been keeping up. Okay, so where did we leave off? We left off at coffee. I didn't do cake, so let's do cake. 25. Take away 30 for pizza, and now 45 for watermelon, and that leaves us with $245. Okay, hopefully I did that right. It becomes more difficult once I'm filming it, right? I have my flow, but once I'm filming it, it's just becomes a little bit more challenging for me. Okay, so I'm gonna do that in a 20, a 10, 2 5s. So that's 20, 30, 40, and 5 1s. Okay, next I'm gonna be doing my Building the Bag, which is November, I believe we're up to, and that's going to be getting $55. 55. So a 50 and a 5. Okay, take that away. I definitely did something wrong here, but that's okay because we're going to go over it and check it. And my spooky savings, I'm going to give it $60 because I actually want to complete that this week. So I'm going to do that in 2 20s, a 10, so that's 50, and 2 5s, that is 60. Okay, obviously I did something wrong here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and add all of these numbers up. So we got 200 plus 24 plus 15 plus 25 plus 30 plus 45 plus 55 and 60. $454. Boom. Let's go ahead and highlight that. And then section this off. Okay, so we have $1,600 that we are working with this week. We are taking away $395. Take away $621. Take away $130. And take away $454. That leaves us with $0, which means we gave every single dollar a job to do. We utilize all of that $1,600. Okay, so now another way to check and also break down your denominations so that you can give the teller a teller slips and she's going to give you the exact denominations. You want to start counting every section of your denominations. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and nothing here. So $21 bills. So that is going to be $20. Okay, and we're going to do the same for each section. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5 times 14, that is $70. Moving on to the tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is $90. Moving on to the 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 20 times 16 is 320. Moving on to the 50s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is $400. And lastly, moving on to the $100 bills, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is $700. So to make sure we did everything correctly, now we are going to add up all of these numbers. So we have $20 plus $70 plus $90 plus $320 plus $400 plus $700 is $1,600, which means we did everything correctly. Now we can take a teller slip. Let me just grab one really quickly. Okay, so here is a teller slip. What you're going to do, these are actually available at my shop if you are interested. They are reusable. So basically the information that you have here is what you're going to transfer onto your card. So you have 7 $100 bills, 700, 8 $50 bills, which is 400, 16 $20 bills, which is 320, 9 $10 bills, which is $90, 14 $5 bills, which is $70, and lastly 20 $1 bill, which is $20, and that is a total of $1,600. You just hand this teller slip over to your teller, and she will give you the exact denominations you need to stuff your envelopes. So I'm gonna run off to the bank really quickly, and then we'll be back in a moment. Okay, y'all, so we are back from the bank. We have our cash right over here. Let me put this off to the side so you know that we should have $1,600. And what we're going to do is we are just gonna give it a quick count to ensure we have the correct amount. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. So that's $1,000. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. So we have 1,500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $1,600. So $1,600, which is correct, you guys. I have everything I need for this week's videos. If you're new here, make sure that you guys are subscribed so that you don't miss my cash stuffing and savings challenge videos. They are always a good time. And for all my budgeting besties, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. And leave me a bill emoji down in the comments so that I know that you made it this far into the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.